Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. It's the last. Well, actually, this was not the last Ready to Love recap. They got us. They got us with a half a finale and a half a reunion. And I don't know. I'm not really sure what they were trying to do or what they were trying to accomplish with this. But before I get into all that, I got to bring my co-host in. And you guys remember tonight is our pajamas and our sexy pajamas and wine. So I hope you have your wine with you. I hope you have your sexy pajamas on. Let's see what Scorpio Moe's doing tonight. Scorpio Moe, he's in the robe with the red cup, robe and a red cup.
Exactly, and I got cussed out just a little bit.
Oh, and you have a medallion.
Yeah, don't make me. I did about 61 push-ups, and I ain't put all this baby oil on for nothing. So get to it.
Well, you guys put an XO in the chat. XO in the chat. Thank you so much, lovely Jada. Thank you so much, Michelle. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Yes, yes. You guys come on in. Are you guys in your pajamas as well?
Y'all better come on now.
I hope so. And I also hope a little bit later tonight, we're going to drop the link in here to bring some people on. So I hope you guys are okay. Evita the Diva says she got her PJs on and her glasses crown. Well, welcome, you guys. Thank you for showing up tonight on a Saturday night. We had an interesting show yesterday. And first of all, before we even get into the actual issues on the show, what did you think about the half finale and half reunion? That was weird to me.
These people this ended 2-3 episodes ago.
Right.
They're taking this all the way out.
Man, I feel like they could have wrapped this up. That the entire reunion could have been last night. And we didn't have to. Why did we have the last little bit of the other show? Because it wasn't even. They said the same things they've been saying all season.
There you go.
I didn't like that.
What you say? They playing in our face? Ain't that what you be saying?
They playing in our face. Marriott says we both look moisturized. We both look moisturized. Well, I don't have a baby oil on. Mo has baby oil on. I didn't put. You really do have baby oil on because your chest is really shiny.
Hey, I told you.
I did not like that. I thought that was super lame that they put like 15 minutes of the final goodbye and then 45 minutes of reunion.
Yeah, that was kind of whack.
It was very rat. But okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it tonight because we're gonna talk about everything that we've wanted to say this season. I want everybody, this is an honest moment. We're all gonna just let it out. I want to talk about the fashions, but at the reunion because I had size.
Oh, the reunion. Okay, I saw something else on the show, but go ahead.
Oh, I saw some stuff on the show as well. I did not like it, but okay. First of all, let's get it out the way. Sharice and Maurice. We knew they were going to stay together. We knew that Sharice was going to keep Maurice around. We got that when she came here and told us that, he travels to Miami.
Right. He travels for Miami for,
I did not enjoy their interaction at all. I don't think it's real. I think that they both are very stiff, and I'm sure Janera Rose says they're still together. And ooh, great house. That is exactly what I'm thinking. We're gonna get to that because child.
You said the big word stiff, and that's what I was trying to say. Super. Come on, man. Ain't nobody watching no spinoff of that.
I wonder because I feel like Ready to Love promises people if they perform the opportunity to come back and do more.
Okay.
So I think that they did promise them that, but I just don't see how that would work. I don't see how that would work. I don't. I see, and I saw what everybody was talking about. We're going to get into the reunion part, but we're just going to talk about the goodbye scenes right now. But it was a regurgitation of everything we've already heard. Maurice was a little bit more humble than we saw him in the beginning. Say it again.
He said at first, and then he repeated it and said it a little differently.
Right. Yeah. He did, but he definitely still was. I think, she probably checked him. I feel like they conspired together to try to make this a relationship that they both benefit from, because that's what it felt like to me.
You think?
I do.
Okay.
I think that it's like, hey, let's do this. And I think, to their point, a lot of ready to love couples do that. Like, we can both benefit from this, this is a good look for both of us. And so, hey,
gotta play the game.
Exactly. Play the game. So yeah, I didn't feel anything real. I want to ask you this because Sharice said, when in her confessional, okay, sit back with the chest out.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, she said, she said, I learned that I am lovable in her confession. I am soft. I am lovable. Just wanting to know what you thought of her confession after, like her confessional scene after.
That's by herself?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I would say this. On there, it didn't come off that way. And when we interviewed her, it did. Now, on the show, she's about as lovable and huggable as a cactus. But when we did the interview, and she said, I don't know if she was in her element because she was home, but she just came off totally different.
She did. I don't know which one is the real, though.
I don't know. Home is, no, let me not say that. But I don't know. I think the one might home, she has to be in her element. That's all that is.
I don't know because what she said and what she did are total contradiction.
As far as
she said that she did not, like, for instance, and I don't want to get to the reunion yet because I want to talk about that. Yeah. But just how she said her explanation of everything with Zadia, with everything, it just was very different.
What she told us.
Yeah, than what she did on the show.
Absolutely.
So I'm just like, I don't know. Are you lying to us or are you lying there? I don't know. Okay, let's move on to let's move on to Ashley. Y'all, we tired. Can y'all?
I don't believe it.
You don't believe Ashley and Donald either?
No, but let me tell you something that's funny. When he came around the corner, right, and he was going into the house, I don't know if it's because now I'm paying attention to the shoes.
You saw some loafers?
They showed the whole, and I was like, maybe they did the whole time, but I caught it this time. I didn't catch it before. I caught it this time. And then they picked it up. I was like, they did that on purpose.
They did it on purpose. What did you think? Because I know you are you're into fashion and stuff.
I don't have hey man, to each his own. If that's his style and he's comfortable, who am I to, that's his swagger. Let him have it.
Do you think it looked bad? Because they said it looked bad. I did not get that.
No, it did not.
I didn't get that.
Nope.
I think he's an attractive man. He's a handsome, attractive man. But Ashley, and I think maybe because this was the first season of, this show, but the consistent bringing up the fact that it's the ball's in my court, and it's annoying to me. And I don't think that you have to say that every time. And I don't know if their production is telling them to say it or they're offering to do it. But I just, now Ashley did not say that she was going to make a move there. She said she was.
I didn't like that.
Why didn't you like it?
Felt like she was leading. Like, why even bother then? I'm not going to make a move. That just sounds like you don't want to say it and you just kind of like letting it go slowly. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I feel like it was like I'm gonna have a successful run regardless. I'm
okay,
gonna have a successful. It's gonna end successful regardless of what it really is.
yeah,
That's what I felt like that was, because I really don't feel like she really believes that she and Don are gonna actually
it's
be
the
together.
voice. I'm telling you,
It's the what?
voice. I'm picking up on it. Anytime it seems like the women on the show have something they don't want to say, their voice gets deeper. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I watched it. When they say something they don't want to have to say, their voice gets deeper.
I think so. Evita the Diva says, I'm gonna put this post up. You guys keep these comments coming. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Come on in. If you guys are just joining, of course, we are recapping Friday's episode of Ready to Love, which was the finale slash first part of the reunion, which was really weird. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I hope they don't do that again next time they do this show.
Um,
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why they're dragging it to fill up that hour. They need one more person. They need 5 people.
Yeah, and then I think they also probably just need better guys. Like, well, let me not say that. Let me not say that. That's not right. Not better guys, but I just think it's a nobody really is believing that this show is serious, right? So I think that they're gonna have to do something with the premise so that it feels actually a little bit more believable,
Is that
because
because
it does.
of the men? Because the women
Yeah,
their first time at the rodeo, so they know how to play the game a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. But maybe if they make it to where the men actually get a chance to meet the women at the mixer, and I don't think they should have to stay with the one woman. I think they should have everybody go on dates with everybody. Now, I'll get to that in a minute. But we okay. So we're Ashley and Don. Ashley said, also the fact that Ashley said we're going to start with friendship. To me, that's always like a bad sign. That means you're not really serious about the situation.
Red flag.
Red flag. Red flag. Okay, let's go to Vernisha, because that was interesting. And I want to say we watched Vernisha's did a live on her Instagram, and we watched it earlier where she addressed the situation with Tabari.
Right.
Now, what did you think about the way she handled, letting him go?
She got emotional, which he should have known at that point and just kind of got himself prepared to hear it. But when he actually heard it, he just seemed shocked. And it was kind of slightly misleading because I think he thought they got over that hurdle already.
But you can't get over the hurdle if your behavior doesn't change.
Right. Well, I don't know how far between the last time he didn't communicate until the ending of the. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's saying the whole time, so you can't be,
She has been saying this the whole time. And so I really should have pulled a clip from her live to play for tonight. Y'all think we should do that? Let me know in the chat. Go ahead and like this broadcast, and let me know in the chat if you think that we should play a clip from the from her live. But basically what she said is that she has been saying this the entire time. Now, this about his communication, and she a few gems that she dropped, which was the fact that the guys get paid to be on the show. Now, that changes everything to me, okay? That changed everything, because with the guys getting paid, that lets you know that they want to stay on the show. Okay, y'all want to see, y'all make sure you like the live, and then I'm gonna try to pull a clip to show everybody from this, because Vernisha was really upset, and I feel like she's somebody that doesn't really she doesn't really like go off. So the fact that she was having this conversation lets us know that she was really upset, right? So she said the guys get paid. She also said that his behavior never changed. He only saw her when production actually set up a date. He didn't set up any dates. He didn't put any effort into dating her.
And then
None.
the show pays for the dates.
The show pays for the dates and sets it up. So basically, when you come, you're working.
Right.
It's no effort on your part.
Right.
Now, she also said that when she was dating Jabari did the opposite, right? Jabari actually scheduled the dates, took time out, actually pursued her, was serious. She said her and Jabari just were not a good match. The biggest part of her live was basically explaining that she's not going to settle. She's always been a woman that is very pursued. And I mean, I'm sure that's true. She's very beautiful and she's very aware of that. And she's like, just because I'm not going to settle, y'all need to leave me alone. She said that women are very anti other women and they always take the man's side. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like that could be true online. I feel like that could be true online.
I mean, were they like that with my man's name? That she had her and Sharice were what's the brother's name? The Dean.
You said who?
What's the Dean? What's the brother's name? That her and Sharice were went out on the day with?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm talking about. The Dean.
Yeah, with the dog.
There you go. Now people didn't say that.
Myself.
Thank you, y'all. But nobody said that then. I think when it don't go your way or you see the comments, then you feel a way. But in real time, stand on what you felt, and you don't have to explain anything to anybody.
But I also have empathy for women on this show because I do know that if you're not used to, and she is because she was on the first, she's been on this season of Ready to Love before. I think at this point she just got tired of the back and forth, and she was tired of hearing what people had to say that was negative. And so, because she was explaining a lot, the video is 50 minutes. I'm gonna play a snippet here in a second, but it's 50 minutes. So she explained and clapped back at the haters for 50 minutes. But I did think the point about Jabari being somebody that was really interested and the other men getting paid and only interacting with a lot of the women during the time the cameras were on. So I feel like I understand where she's coming from. My question, and if I could talk to all of them, because they complained about not having great choices. And that's what she said. She just said she felt like they needed more choices. Then why keep the men there? She said that she wants somebody. CXM asked, what is she looking for? She said that she wanted somebody that she had a connection with and that would be communicative. And as much as we kind of were like trying to figure out what the communication issues were, I didn't understand that he was not reaching out to her at all. Because why do you bring your mom on a show if you're not going to reach out to the woman at all? That's weird to me. Like, and she said he showed up skinning and grinning, when it was time for the cameras to be on, but when the cameras were off, he would never reach out. And he also didn't put any effort into dating her. Now, once you add the fact that you're getting paid and you're on television, then you're not going to play me. I would not want to give you energy either, but I don't understand why she kept him around as long as she did. In my opinion, she probably would have done better keeping Jabari around because he was really into her. At least, even if at the end, you're going to go your own way, just because he would have deserved it more because he was actually genuinely interested.
You thought the grass was greener on the other side, whatever possibly occupation or whatever. And this is just this mirrors life, correct?
It does.
Really likes you. You don't want, for whatever reason, you think the grass is greener, but then the guy that you could possibly get.
Very well. I'm good with my words. I have a pure heart.
Hold on.
And I'm genuine.
But
I don't play internet games.
You queuing it up? Happy New Year, y'all.
You don't
I see you. Happy New Year. So what y'all going out? What y'all doing tomorrow? You staying home? You going to church? What y'all doing tomorrow? Okay, I see you. Yeah, I'm possibly going now. I'm still debating. Christal and her people got an event. I'm thinking about going, so we'll see. Other than that, man, we're gonna have a good year, prosperous 2024 and all that. Christal's queuing up the audio and the visuals for the clip that Vernisha had. She went on a little rant today, on her live, and it was interesting. And I think the comments got to it, to be honest with you. And I really don't think she should pay attention to that too much, man. The reunion is the reunion. She didn't pick them. Stand on what you believe in. You don't have to really explain nothing to nobody. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But, and I tell people this all the time, as far as the internet and the comments are concerned, don't fall in love with the love and don't hate on the hate. Because people will turn around the next day and love you and hate you one week and love you the next and vice versa. So you don't get caught up in the comments, man. You don't fall in love. You can like the love and you can dislike the hate, but don't hate on the hate and don't fall in love with the love, because this thing could change at any moment. So it's all good. But the show was trash at the last. I ain't gonna say the last 2 episodes. They just repeat the same thing. I just think they just tried to drag it out. And but I will say this: this part 2 of this reunion looked crazy. That's what I'm wanting to see. Part 2 of the reunion. Woo, Zadia and Sharice, boy. Woo, crazy, crazy. They should have just did the whole thing what was it? Yesterday, instead of dragged it on, man. We could have saw the whole thing and been done with it, had a week off, and then we getting ready for Ready to Love, Fort Worth. Shout out to all my Texas people. That should be interesting. And I think we're gonna do a profile piece on each of the women. And I guess the men too, I'm not sure, but I did see Christal sent me a thing with all the women's name on it, and we do like a little profile piece so we can kind of get familiar with their character before we actually see the episode. Or we'll do that probably Wednesday or the Wednesday before the actual airing. I think it airs on the 12th. So we'll see. Yes, I'm sipping on what is this? Apple, Crown Apple. That's my drink, Crown Apple and pineapple juice.
Lord Jesus. You know what? I think my computer is something wrong with my computer. I'm gonna have to take my computer in. This is crazy. This is crazy. I was trying to pull up this video with Vernisha, and I guess my computer is like, no, it doesn't want me to pull it up. I'll see if I can get it to work a little bit later for you guys. So I apologize. I apologize for that. It just literally kicked me out like last time, and we got quite a few people here, so I'm excited about that. But in any case, Vernisha, we were talking about Vernisha and Jabari, and I mean Vernisha and Tabari. I'm gonna ask you, Mo, why do you think that he would bring his mom, do all this conversation when the cameras are there, and then not talk to her and not interact with her at all? You know, when the cameras weren't around. Like, what do you think his game was?
Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
Wow.
And maybe to get her to buy another week. That's the only thing I see. Or maybe what does he do again? Well, I guess I can really say maybe he had a bread.
We don't know.
But I don't know.
We don't know what he
Like
did.
everybody else had a private date, right?
We said what?
Seems like everybody else had dates and stuff outside of that. We definitely know Zadia and Cam did.
Well, that's another thing. Somebody asked Vernisha on her live, had she slept with Tabari, and she made it very clear that she had not. She was angry about being asked that, which I don't blame her for being upset with that. What she said, there's nothing about, there's no, at no time did it seem like I did, right? So why would you say something like that when that's not obviously what the conversation was on the show? Where are you getting that from? Why would you say that? She said, I didn't sleep with anybody. She said, I barely kissed them.
I believe.
Yeah, I believe that. She also addressed her clothing, because she said a lot of people had a problem with what she was wearing. And, I'm not gonna lie, just from watching it was a lot of titty out.
A lot of spillage.
A lot of Cleveland. But if that's how she feels comfortable, then and I think that's on her. I think everybody has a right to do what makes them feel comfortable. So she said that people need to stop worrying about her titties and her nipples, and hey, I guess people do.
You want
But
TV, man. People gonna have you gotta relax, man.
I agree. People are gonna have something to say because you're on TV. But she was like, I'm blocking people. And obviously she feels comfortable. She said that people were like that when the first season that she was on, people had a lot to say about how she dressed. I've seen it all season long where people, even in our comments, have been talking about, how she dressed. But if she's comfortable, that's all that matters. And what I do think is that there's always a man that's going to be okay with who you are. So you shouldn't change for anybody. If that's how she feels comfortable, then that's what she should do, and then to each his own. I think to each his own. If that's how she wants to dress, there will be a man that will be perfectly fine with that. And that's all that's important, really. Like, now, it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody, but she obviously is capable of
Let me ask you this. Let's say she gets the man.
Yeah.
And she's off shootings. Is that still appropriate? I'm playing devil's advocate at this point.
I will say this. This is one of my pet peeves with guys. So I feel like this. If any man gets with Vernisha,
mm-hmm.
he needs to be perfectly comfortable with her dressing the way she's dressing. It's not right to get with somebody and then want them to change the way they dress.
No, I got you.
I think that's unfair.
Because I've seen, I even been in situations, I didn't see you dress like that. I seen you dress, but then I saw something that made me say, oh, whoa, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, well, you dress sort of, but